Hello, everyone. It's great to be with you again today. David and I are going to be taking a look at the question with you, what does joy feel like? Now, you might think that joy is about being really, really happy. For example, imagine if you're given a box of chocolates. You'd be really happy, wouldn't you? If you like chocolate, that is. So maybe joy is like being given a box of chocolates every week for a year. You'd feel really happy then. But these feelings, they're linked to a thing like chocolate, or maybe something that happens. They're really great, but it's kind of on the surface. It comes, we enjoy something, but then it's gone. A bit like my party popper. Woo! I think joy is different. I think it's, of course, linked to happiness. It can be part of it. But actually, joy is something deeper. It's a bit like a well. Something deep, which never runs out of water. I want you to think about someone that you really care about. Someone who means a lot to you. Maybe you've not seen them for a long time. The feelings that that person gives us. Yes, of course, we'll be happy to see them, but it's something more than that, isn't it? There's a deep well of joy. I'm going to hand over to David now. He's going to tell you about an amazing story in the Bible of two people who knew joy in their hearts, even when things were really hard.
Thank you, Debbie. Hello, everyone. Our story is from the Christian Holy Bible in the book of Acts about a man named Paul. Now, Paul was a religious leader and thought that after Jesus died, Jesus' followers started the rumor that Jesus came back to life so that they could continue living according to Jesus' teachings, even when it clashed with Paul's religious beliefs. So Paul went about arresting them and throwing them into prison until Jesus appeared to Paul himself in a vision. And from that point on, Paul was convinced that Jesus did come back to life, and Paul began living the way that Jesus taught and began teaching others about Jesus as well. Now, in our story today, Paul and his friend Silas were doing this very thing in the city of Philippi when they were arrested and thrown into prison. They had done nothing wrong. In fact, they had helped free a girl who was possessed by a jinn, or evil spirit, and enslaved. Let's see how Paul and Silas are getting on.
Paul, are you awake?
Awake? How could I be asleep?
I must admit, when I woke up this morning, I would have never have guessed this is where I would be spending the night.
Truly not the most pleasant of places.
Still, you've probably been in worse, right?
No, probably not.
Paul, I was thinking, would now be a good time to pray?
That's just what I was thinking.
Singing? With the Lord, and He will surely give you rest by trusting in His word. Only trust Him, only trust Him, only trust Him now. He will save you, He will save you, He will save you now. For Jesus shed His precious blood, rich blessings to bestow. Plunge now into crimson flood that washes white as snow. Only trust Him, only trust Him, only trust Him now. He will save you, He will save you, He will save you now. Yes, Jesus is the truth, the way that leads you into rest. Believe in Him without delay, and you are fully blessed. Oh no!
Stop! Do yourself no harm. We are all still here.
Atticus, bring me a light. Sirs, please come to my house. What I still can't understand is how you two were singing. I mean, under such circumstances, singing?
Like the Philippian jailer, we may wonder, singing? After doing an act of kindness, to be arrested, beaten, thrown into prison, and put in chains, what do Paul and Silas have to sing about? Their source of joy is so deep that they can sing even when their situation is terrible. What is it? Paul and Silas would answer, it's not what is our source of joy, but who is our source of joy. During this time of reflection, I'm going to play a song of joy sung by the Christian community on the Scottish Isle of Iona, who find great joy in their relationship with God through Jesus Christ and with one another. As it plays, think about who or what is your source of joy. And then Debbie will close our time together.
Christians believe, and I've experienced this, that God is the great giver of joy. God gives us a sense of love, belonging, connection. Even just talking about Jesus as a follower of Jesus, talking to him in prayer, that gives me great joy. And the great thing is, God feels the same. In the Bible, we hear that God delights in all that he has made. God takes joy and delight in you and all creation. So how does joy feel? Yes, sometimes it involves happiness, but it's not connected to a thing or a time. It's something much deeper, like the well. It has peace. It has a sense of connection, relationship, and a deep contentment that nothing can take away from me.